Welcome back to another video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you ate for breakfast. We are about to watch one capitalist versus 20 anti-capitalists featuring Patrick, Bet, David. The current question is, if all the money in the world were divided equally, it would return to the same pockets, basically going back to the rich. Let's see this interaction between this guy because I heard it's funny.
James?
So one of the things that you have stated is that we have options, okay? So just to give you a little bit of my background, I come from a divorced family, and we lived below the poverty level from the time that I was born until now, frankly. So I'm one of those people that you're talking about that isn't pulling themselves up by their bootstraps enough, which, like, I didn't have boots to begin with, and, like, I don't know if you've ever had boots, but, like, legs are load-bearing structures.
I relate.
And, like, you can't really pull up a boot when you're wearing it, you know? So where exactly am I failing when I am working 80 hours a week? I am taking the only jobs that will hire me. I have put in 477 applications over the last 2.5 years. Not even gotten a call back once.
Why do you think?
You tell me. You're a job creator.
But
Okay, so let's break that down. First, that little stupid boot thing that he tried to do is the reason why you can't get a job, my friend. That's why. You are taking an analogy seriously. Like, you're taking it literally. And that was garbage. You tried it. I bet he probably wore boots just to try and pull that off. That was awful. And second, I'm going to cut you some slack. Those 477 jobs, I bet you half of them weren't even real. Because there are a lot of people complaining about these jobs being fake. There are a lot of companies being exposed for posting fake ads, and some of the companies aren't even real. So I'm gonna cut you some slack. Most of those jobs were probably fake, and the jobs that you didn't get, you probably didn't qualify because your resume is supposed to be an ad for you as an employee, not you as a person and your personality and all that good stuff. It's just you as an employee. And imagine, right? I got this water, right? If I make an ad and my water is brown in my ad, who's gonna buy it? Nobody. But if I have this water and my skin is glowing, I'm on the beach and everybody looks like this water is the best thing on earth, that advertisement is gonna get people to bite and buy. Your resume wasn't hitting and it didn't qualify, and it wasn't a good enough advertisement for you as an employee for that job to pick you. That's why. And so this dude's already coming off with this victim. I started this way. Use your start as fuel for your future. He's using his start as a defining measure for him in the entirety of his life. Let's see Patrick Bet David's response to what he just said.
You don't know your resume. You know your life better than I do. Why do you think you have not gotten a call back on 477?
Because I do not have a degree.
Okay.
Because I do not have a degree, because I could not afford one.
Okay.
I live in an area where the physical job market is very limiting.
Where do you live?
I live in rural Texas.
Okay.
So in that, like in the town that I grew up in, for instance, there are 8 jobs, period.
Does your family live there? Mom, dad, everybody's in that same city?
Everybody was at one point.
Okay.
Most of them are dead now.
Okay, sorry to hear.
It is what it is. It's poverty. You know, we're kind of used to that on this side.
Why do you feel like you're a victim?
Thank you.
Why do you feel like you're a victim? Why do you feel like the way you speak, like, you know, you're the victim where all this happened to you?
Because I exist and things happen to
Why do
you,
you see
and
yourself
as
as a
such,
victim?
things happen, and that's why I say that they happen to me.
You're a good-looking guy. Why
Thanks.
do you think you're a victim? Why do you think you're somebody that's got into a situation because it's not fair what happened to me? Let me give you a couple options.
Sure.
Are you open to leaving the city you're in?
I've already left it.
So what city?
I've left multiple cities.
So if somebody else gave you a job in a different place, you'd be
100%.
willing to move there?
100%.
Okay. On your resume,
It says that.
What do you have on your resume? Skill set. What do you offer?
Transportation expertise, logistics expertise.
You consider yourself a hard worker?
No, that's not good enough. No. He is being a victim. You said you moved out your city. Why are you even bringing up where you grew up from? And there's only 8 jobs if you already moved out. How is that relevant? He talked about his parents passing, and I can see that there's some trauma there that he's not willing to heal. because to do that healing, you got to do work, and that work is gonna hurt. It's like when you get fat. It's hard going to the gym every day. It's hard dieting. It actually hurts. You sore. I can tell he is sore from that pain that he got from his family passing away, and the poverty that he went through, and the things that he experienced. And that's why he just kind of, whatever, poverty, die. We used to that. Die. He's so kind of nonchalant and standoffish about what happened to him. But you can tell that he still got that freaking, what's that called? That victim mentality weighing on him in everything that he does. He said he brought up the 80 hours. He brought up everything. He said, I don't have a degree. He can't afford it. He added that in. You can go to WGU and get a degree for $4,500. And also, if your family was in poverty, your estimated family contribution for student loans and federal aid would be $0, meaning you would get the most money provided. You would also qualify for study works, whatever that's called, where you get a job on campus and they pay you for that. You would qualify for the most benefits to go to college, because we need people like him to go to college, because most people are not rich. They're not high middle class, not high class, none of that. Middle class, lower class, poverty. That's where most people lie. So we need people like him to go to college. But he got this victim in his mind that he can't get out. There's something. It's like an illness. It's like a sickness. It's a plague that just infiltrates your mind, and you can see it from that ponytail on his head. There's something going on that he just can't get rid of. And if he would get rid of it, like most people, he would actually change his life around. Everything in his life is bad. When he wakes up, he says, another day doing the same old stuff. Instead of, another beautiful day of life where I can go get it, which I can enjoy, which I'm happy, which I'm fulfilled. He got a lot of stuff to work on.
I mean, I feel like 80 hours a week.
That's a
like
hard
that.
worker.
Sure.
How about we do this? How about I interview you and I give you a job? Would you move to Fort Lauderdale?
What? Ooh, man, that's Florida. Sure, why not?
Would you move to Fort Lauderdale?
Sure, why not?
How about you and I document this? After this, you come, I do an interview with you, and I give you a job. And let's see what you do 90 days later.
Okay, and I'll look up your company and all that kind of stuff, and I'll see it. But
you
like,
see what just happened
regardless,
right there?
Imagine you complaining about working 80 hours a week. That's a lot. Like Patrick Bet David said, he gave him his props. That's a lot of work. That's hard work. And I bet he's showing up, he's doing his thing, and he's not a POS or somebody that's difficult to manage like other people are. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he is a good, reliable employee. This man, Patrick Bet David, millionaire, mogul, entrepreneur, the biggest, the baddest, the bestest ever to do it. And you are just spitting off the job offer that he's giving? Sure. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It is Florida. What are you doing? How are you being this picky and complaining in the same sense? That gives me the sense that you don't want to change. You find comfort in being a victim and you like it there. He's giving you a job opportunity. All he's saying is move. You said you were willing to move out of your home state, your home city that only had 8 jobs. I know I'm putting up 3, but only had 8 jobs. But now you got a job offer. You could have a potential social media presence by being associated with Patrick Bet David, and this can be the jumpstart to your life. And you got hired, and you just got fired by saying, "I'll look up your company." That's smart to do, but take the job offer first and then deny it after, because you do not have enough options to be this picky. Man, Patrick Bet David, if you ever see this, come on, I'll take a job. I need a second job. I need a third job. I need a fourth job. I'll be there. I'll do the camera work. I'll put an iPhone up. I'll take your camera work. I'll write your scripts for you. I'll loosen your tie up and script it back up. I'll comb your hair. I'll brush your hair, Patrick. I get you right. Whatever you need your nose hair plucked. I'm not doing that. Find somebody else. But almost anything else, Patrick, I help you with. This man just turned down a great job offer. Stupid.
But
Mike,
watch what you just did.
Sure.
You just said
Hot.
you applied to 477 companies who's not gone back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A business owner who's hiring aggressively just made an offer to you. You said you're willing to move. Then you said, I'll look at it. You became selective.
I didn't
You
say I look at it.
contradicted
If you'd let
yourself.
me finish my sentence.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
I would like to look into your company to
Yeah.
see exactly what you guys do.
You would like to.
Because I don't know what you guys do.
Okay.
So as far as I'm concerned, I may be wasting my time going. If you guys are a finance company, if you guys are a bank or something like that, I don't have the certifications. I don't have the degrees. So even interviewing me
But
would be
what
a
if
moot
I
point.
Oh, dummy, no, it don't matter. You can be trained in that. That's that victim mentality. I don't qualify. I'm not good enough. He needs to get rid of that mentality. Let people help you. He didn't say any of that. You're going to disqualify yourself. But when somebody is giving you a handout, you're going to self-disqualify yourself from a blessing. Whatever he wanted you to do, he'll train you. He'll teach you. He'll nurture you. Stop doing that. If you are doing this to yourself, stop. Because the main way you will get a job is by a internal reference. Somebody that works at the company refers you. And if I'm going to refer you, you best assure I'm going to make sure you get that job. Whether you qualify or not, I will make sure that you are qualified after 90 days. I will make sure that you're good, because that's one thing Patrick Bet-David said. Let's see where you at in 90 days. So basically you want a 90-day contract, a 10-day for all my NBA fans. And he is going to train you up. And if you continue working hard, you put your hours in like you're doing at your current job, you will flourish. But you turn down your blessings. Stop.
Gave you a job, period, to work 80 hours a week. Would you take it? And I paid you a reasonable wage.
Are we talking a livable wage or a reasonable wage?
What do you
and
make
whose
right
version
now?
of reasonable are we
What do you
talking
make
about?
right
Your
now?
version of reasonable or my version of
But
reasonable?
you see, so now for me, what I'm noticing from you is
I need specifics?
no, not necessarily. No, most of the people I hired need specifics.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is I'm trying to hire them. In this instance, you're trying to get a job and you're being selective. It's going to work against you.
I mean, I'm not trying to get a job. Originally, I was
My
trying to
offer is
ask you
off
where the
table.
moral
My offer is off the table
Okay, that's
because
fine.
you're going to be difficult to work with.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
But my question was, where is my moral failing? Like, where is it that you are saying that I am not working hard enough and I am not doing
I just
enough?
experienced it right now because the way you just handled this situation.
Got it. So
here
I should
was-
accept anything
No,
that somebody
it's not-
gives me
not
at
at
first
all.
blush
No.
if it is a guaranteed
No,
thing.
not necessarily,
I agreed
but-
to I agreed to do your interview. I agreed to be interviewed by
yeah,
you, and you
but-
agreed to consider me for hiring.
Yeah.
So therefore, I am taking that opportunity. I've chosen to. But because I am asking you for specifics, your immediate reaction is that, oh, well, you're trying to be picky. When I'm not. I'm asking.
specifics. You could have simply
said I need to look up your company. That's all I
you could have
said.
said is, I'm willing to have the interview.
And I
Right,
did.
You would have had the interview.
And I did.
No, you said it depends.
I said,
don't
yeah,
know.
sure.
Let me look.
Yeah,
Let me do
sure.
all
I
this
would
other
look
stuff.
into your company. That's all I
I
said.
appreciate you. Thank you, James.
Loser. And a lot of y'all are just like him. He brought up all these things and had already built a narrative. Oh, because I'm asking for specifics. Oh, because I wouldn't say yes right away. Oh, because I... Notice all of that. And when you are somebody in Patrick Bet-David's position, you notice the subtle things. You notice the body language. You notice that dude's leg tapping the whole time. His head movements, his hand movements, how fast he's speaking. You can tell he's out of breath, meaning his heart is pounding very quickly. You can tell by the way that he's framing his sentences and his thoughts, saying, oh, because I'm asking for specifics. That guy right there, James, doesn't even realize how he is subconsciously ruining his chances at finding a better job and improving his living situation in his life as a whole. He is hard to work with. He is hard to negotiate with. He is blocking his own blessings. There were probably jobs outside of those 477 that would have been a great fit for him if he would have just opened up his mind. People like James will say to other people, oh, have an open mindset. But then himself, he has such a closed mindset in that he has to be a victim. He'll always be a victim for life. And that is why he cannot improve. Patrick Bet-David gave you a job. All you had to say was, thank you. I'd love to take on an interview with you and see where it goes from there. That's it. End of story. You don't need to say nothing else. Look up the company before the interview. Don't say that to his face. And then once you already have the interview set in stone, if you don't like what he do, say no. But James already concocted this whole narrative against himself when Patrick Bet-David is saying, through this interaction, I can tell you are somebody that is hard to work with and that you will block good things that are for you just because of how they make you feel. And you would not be a good employee at all. And that's why you will never get anywhere, because of this interaction right here, how you act. And I think James's inability to realize His actions, his thought process is why James is where he is. He cannot hold himself accountable. And when you can't hold yourself accountable, you can't grow. And there's a lot of pain and that victim mentality plague flowing through his brain and every orifice of his body that he needs to get out of him before he can grow. But James, I'm praying for you. I got hope for you. I know you can make it out. And if you're watching this and you really resonated with James, I'm praying for you too. You can make it out your situation. You are not defined by your circumstances. Instead, define your circumstances. I think that's how it goes. I'm out of here, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button. I'm out of here. Peace.